Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a rambunctious couple in love that loves reacting to some RWBY.
We are rambunctious. That was a good one.
Yeah, you like that one?
Yeah.
Alright, nice. Maybe we'll stick with that one. That'll be the official RWBY one. So we're continuing. We're going to watch episodes 2 and 3, episodes 2 and 3 from Volume 1 for RWBY. And if you want all of our RWBY reactions, go ahead and check out the playlist down below in the description of this video. And if you want early access to our RWBY reactions, go ahead and check out our Patreon. We have that as well. So we're usually a month ahead in this. So. Picks right up where the last one left off.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't have his air legs yet.
Guess not. That's cool.
You from Vale's got nothing on this.
What's happening? Turning a little kid.
Easy there, little sister. They're just weapons.
Just weapons? An extension of ourselves. They're a part of us. Oh, they're so cool.
Well, why can't you spoon over your own weapon? Aren't you happy with it?
Of course I'm happy with Crescent Rose.
Because the best weapon.
I really like seeing new ones. It's like meeting new people. But better.
Ruby,
Better.
come on. Why don't you go try and make some friends of your own?
But why would I need friends when I have you? Well,
Aw.
actually, my friends are here now. Wait, where are you going? Are we supposed to go to our dorms? Where are our dorms? Do we have dorms? I don't know what I'm doing. What are you doing? Sorry. Sorry? Do you have any idea of the damage you could have caused? Give me that. This is dust, mined and purified from the Schnee quarry. What are you? Brain dead? Dust, fire, water, lightning, energy. Are you even listening to me? Is any of this sinking in? What do you have to say for yourself?
Take it easy and chill out.
Yes.
Unbelievable! This is exactly the kind of thing I was talking about. I'm really, really sorry. You complete dolt! What are we even doing here? Aren't you a little young to be attending Beacon? Well,
She's pleasant.
This isn't
Yeah.
your ordinary combat school. It's not just sparring and practice, you know. We're here to fight monsters, so
Plus,
what's
like weapon
your
kick ass.
point? Hey, I said I was sorry, princess.
It's Eris,
Yeah.
actually. Weiss Schnee, heirs to the Schnee Dust Company, one of the largest producers of energy propellant in the world.
Of course she's an heiress.
Some recognition.
This same company, infamous for its controversial labor forces and questionable business partners.
What? How dare! The nerve of
I like her.
Mm-hmm.
I promise I'll make this up to you.
Oh, don't worry about it.
I guess I'm not the only one having a rough first day. So, what's...
Aww.
Welcome to Beacon.
Hey. I'm Jaune.
Ruby. Aren't you the guy that threw up on the ship?
All I'm saying is that motion sickness is a much more common problem than people let on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Vomit Boy was the first thing that came to mind.
Oh, yeah? What if I called you Crater Face?
Hey, that explosion was an accident.
Well, the name's Jaune Arc. Short, sweet, rolls off the tongue. Ladies love it.
Do they?
They will. Well, I hope they will. I mean, my mom always says that. Never mind.
Yeah, don't bring her mom.
So, I got this thing.
Oh, is that a scythe?
It's also a customizable, high-impact sniper rifle.
It's also a great conversation starter.
It's also a gun.
Oh, that's cool.
So what do you got?
Oh,
Excalibur.
I got this sword.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got a shield too.
So what did they do?
Whoa. The shield gets smaller. So when I get tired of carrying it, I can just put it away.
But wouldn't it weigh the same?
Yeah, it does.
Well, I'm kind of a dork when it comes to weapons. I guess I did go a little overboard in designing it.
You made that?
Of course.
That's impressive.
All students at Signal forge their own weapons. Didn't you make yours?
It's a hand-me-down. My great-great-grandfather used it to fight in the war.
Sounds more like a family heirloom to me. Well, I like it. Not many people have an appreciation for the classics these days.
Yeah, the classics.
So why'd you help me out back there in the courtyard?
Yeah, why not? My mom always says, strangers are just friends you haven't met yet.
Hey, where are we going?
Oh, I don't know. I was following you. You
The
think
blind
there might
leading
be
the
a
blind.
directory? Maybe a food court? Some sort of recognizable landmark? Is that a no?
That's a no. Ruby, over here! I saved you a spot! Oh, hey, I gotta go. I'll see you after the ceremony.
Hey,
Come on, bring him along.
Yeah, bring him with you.
Where am I supposed to find another nice, quirky girl to talk to?
How's your first day going, little sister? You mean since you ditched me and I exploded? Yikes, meltdown already? No, I literally exploded a hole in front of the school. And there was some fire, and I think some ice. Are you being sarcastic? I wish! I tripped over some crappy girl's luggage, and then she yelled at me. And then I sneezed, and then I exploded, and then she yelled again. I felt really, really bad, and I just wanted her to stop yelling at me. You! Oh god, it's happening again! You're lucky we weren't blown off the side of the cliff.
Oh my god, you really exploded.
It was an accident! It was an accident! What's this?
The Schnee Dust Company
Dust
is
for
not
dummies.
responsible for any injuries or damages sustained while operating a Schnee Dust Company product. Although not mandatory, the Schnee family highly encourages their customers to read and familiarize themselves with this easy-to-follow guide to dust application and practice in the field.
You really want to start making things up to me? Absolutely.
No.
Read this and don't ever speak
She
to me
sucks.
again. Look, sounds like you two just got off on the wrong foot.
Yeah.
Why
Thank
don't
you.
Start over and try to be friends, okay? Yeah, great idea, sis. Hello, Weiss. I'm Ruby. Want to hang out? We could go shopping for school supplies. Yeah, and we can paint our nails and try on clothes and talk about cute boys like tall, blonde, and scraggly over there.
Hmm?
Oh, wow, really?
She doesn't understand
No.
sarcasm.
I'll keep this brief. You have traveled here today in search of knowledge, to hone your craft and acquire new skills. And when you have finished, you plan to dedicate your life to the protection of the people. But I look amongst you, and all I see is wasted energy, in need of purpose, direction. You assume knowledge will free you of this, but your time at this school will prove that knowledge can only carry you so far. It is up to you to take the first step.
You will gather in the ballroom tonight. Tomorrow, your initiation begins.
I like her cape.
You're dismissed.
He seemed kind of off. It's almost like he wasn't even there.
I'm a natural blonde, you know.
Mind controlled. I'm a natural blonde, you know.
I don't think Dad would approve of all the boys, though.
I know I do.
Aww.
What's that?
A letter to the gang back at Signal. I promised to tell them all about Beacon and how things are going.
Aw, that's so cute.
Shut up! I didn't get to take my friends with me to school. It's weird not knowing anyone here.
What about Jaune? He's nice.
There you go.
Plus one friend. That's 100% increase.
Pretty sure Weiss counts as a negative friend. Back to 0.
There's no such thing as negative friends. You just made one friend and one enemy. Look, it's only been one day. Trust me, you've got friends all around you. You just haven't met them yet.
That girl.
I want to know more about
You
her.
know her?
Yep.
Not really. She saw what happened this morning, but left before I could say anything.
Well, now's your chance.
Oh, wait! What are you doing?
Hello! I believe you two may know each other.
Aren't you that girl that exploded? Yeah. My name's Ruby. But you can just call me Crater. Actually, you can just call me Ruby.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you doing? I don't know. Help me.
What's your name?
Blake.
Well, Blake, I'm Yang, Ruby's older sister. I like your bow.
Thanks.
It goes great with your pajamas.
Right.
Nice night, don't you think?
Yes. It's lovely. Almost as lovely as this book. That
Ouch.
I will continue to read. As soon as you leave.
Yeah, this girl's a lost cause.
What's it about? Huh? Your book. Does it have a name?
Taking an interest in her.
Well, it's about a man with 2 souls, each fighting for control over his body.
Oh yeah, that's real lovely.
I love books.
Good job,
Yang
Ruby.
used to read me every night before bed. Stories of heroes and monsters. They're one of the reasons I want to be a huntress.
Why is that? Hoping you'll live happily ever after?
Well, I'm hoping we all will. As a girl, I wanted to be just like those heroes in the books. As someone who fought for what was right and who protected people who couldn't protect themselves.
That's very ambitious for a child. Unfortunately, the real world isn't the same as a fairy tale.
Well, that's why we're here. To make it better.
Oh, I'm so proud of my baby sister. God, cut it out!
Oh!
Well, Ruby Yang, it's a
What the
pleasure
hell
to...
is going on over here? Don't you realize some of us are trying to sleep?
Oh,
Not
God.
you again!
Shh, guys, she's right. People are trying to sleep.
Oh, now you're on my side.
I was always on your side.
Yeah, what's
I feel like Blake's just gonna get up and bitch slap all of them.
She's only trying to be nice. She's
I'd be okay with that.
Okay, so now we met all the colors. We got red, white, black, and yellow. And so Blake and Weiss, what do you think?
I mean, I'm interested in Blake, and I want to know more about her. Her comment about fairy tales just gave me the impression that she probably lost her innocence at a young age. Like, she seems to have a sort of wizened air about her and a little more of an adult maturity than the rest. So I'm curious as to what her backstory is. White,
Weiss.
sorry, Weiss. The entitled princess, heiress. She plays it very well.
Yeah.
Because I so don't like her.
And it's good because, I mean, you know, she's one of the heroes, so obviously we're going to come to like her. So I kind of like the fact that we started off kind of disliking her. And it's interesting, like, Weiss and Blake, I mean, because they both were, like, I mean, in some ways, pushing themselves away from Ruby, who's, like, this, like, super overeager, you know, wants to be everyone's friend and, like is just very naive. Weiss is, like, kind of more, like, putting someone down, and Blake is more pushing people away.
Yeah.
And it kind of feels like, you know, that Ruby's more set up to connect with somebody that, like, pushes him away just because she is, like, just almost, like, immune to being pushed away. Like, because she is, like, you know, she is so nice and sweet that, like, even pushing her away, she'll, like, still ask, like, okay, well, what's your book about? Like,
Yeah.
most people would get the hint that, okay, this, you know, Blake clearly doesn't want to talk to me, whatever. I'm just, like Yang said, like she's hopeless. Like, all right, we tried. We were, like, really were trying to be nice to you, and you just pushed us away, so I'm just going to leave. Like, you know, but Ruby kept at it, and so I like that dynamic.
I'm also curious about Jaune Arc.
Yeah. He might be my favorite, actually.
He, like, when he was pulling out his sword, I couldn't help but think of Excalibur because there's, like, He's like the blonde golden boy.
It's natural too.
And it's natural, of course. But he is so adorably awkward.
Yeah.
That I'm gonna be curious to see the dynamic that comes across, because like when he first came in, I just couldn't help but think of like, oh, King Arthur, Prince Charming, like he's that cookie cutter kind of appearance and personality. But then the more of his personality seemed to show, the more I was like, oh, he's not just like Prince Charming reaching out a hand, but he's incredibly socially awkward, and he just needs a friend too. So I'm going to be curious about that.
I like him because he strikes a nice balance, because he still is awkward, but he's not like as like hyper as RWBY is. Like, 'cause RWBY's got so much energy.
And Yang has got a lot of energy too.
Yeah. Oh, Yang does, but Yang's like, I don't know. Yang's super cool, and like, I mean, she's one of my favorites too, but she's almost like too perfect.
I say hers is just from like, I'm the outgoing girl and the totally self-confident girl and very comfortable in my own skin girl, and like all of those things that when you're a teenager does not come naturally, because you're incredibly awkward and you are trying to navigate this world of social judgment that comes with high school. And for some reason with Yang, she either has navigated it flawlessly with expertise, or she's just so oblivious to it that she's somehow rising above it.
Well, she's like, reminds me of that person, like, I feel like everyone has this, girl or boy in school that, like, it was, like, really popular, but also, like, very genuinely nice. Like, not, like, fake nice or whatever or anything like that, but just a genuinely good person that just also happened to be popular. Like, we just watched Stranger Things, season 4, and one of the lines in that, I don't think this is a spoiler, but one of the lines in that is, Eddie's talking to Steve, and he's just like, what is this? Like, you're rich, you're good looking, you're popular, all the girls love you and everything like that, and you're like a good guy, like you break all the laws. Like, that's not the way it's supposed to be. And I feel like that's the same thing with Yang, like, but like, there always is that one person, but.
Yep. Yeah,
but in Stranger Things, Steve had to go on a journey.
That's true, Steve did. I love this sort of fairy tale adjacent, but it's like there's all of these allusions to the fairy tale world, and yet these characters seem to be going very much against the grain, which I like.
Well, each one of them is based on a fairy tale character.
Yes, I know.
I didn't know if you knew that. I didn't know if I told you that or not.
Well, I kind of assumed RWBY was Little Red Riding Hood, and Weiss with her, I mean, Weiss could fit probably a few of them because they're all princesses. So she could be Snow White, she could be, well, Sleeping Beauty, if you think about it. She was raised humbly, even though she was a princess, so she probably wouldn't be such a pretentious. I mean, I would say that Blake is Belle from Beauty and the Beast because she's a bookworm. Okay. So that seems to be the most obvious. Okay.
So I had actually read some of the comments that explained who they all were, like each one of them. So we share comments back and forth with everything, but I want Bethany to go into that without knowing who each character specifically was. But yeah, you nailed Belle right away.
Well, I mean, she's got the candlestick with her, and her nose is buried in a book. It's very on the nose. Yang can also be Goldilocks. Yeah. Because she's got that fearless spirit. And I have a feeling that she could probably tame some bears. And she knows what she likes. She's not, she has her mind made up about things. She's not wishy-washy. Yeah. If not Cinderella, the Goldilocks would probably be my second guess.
Goldilocks.
It's Goldilocks?
Yeah, I guess the guy that was in one of the trailers is like that she like grabbed by the balls or whatever. Like the junior is the baby bear.
Oh, she grabbed baby bear by the balls. I feel bad for the bear now. So now I'm just missing Weiss, which, like, Snow White, just because of the white element is what's coming to mind.
So if you enjoyed this, go ahead and check out the playlist down below. You can check out all of our reactions for RWBY. And if you want to go ahead and see, if you just want some more, go ahead and check out our Patreon, because we're actually filming ahead of schedule. And so we got early release reactions on there.
You can get the inside track.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks so much for checking out our reactions for RWBY Volume 1, Episodes 2 and 3. But just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.